and almost for last 2 decades, I have been into Microsoft data stack. I can promise you, things will be very much realistic scenario based. This is the only PPT show or the PPT slide for my entire course. Today, next few minutes. From day one, we are going to start our actual practice. I'm going to bring you good number of real-time scenarios, use case activities, projects for your resume. I will think more than you for your resume, trust me. Let's get started. Let's understand Fabric. My classes of Fabric include Azure migrations and AI activities also, very much mandatory for your resume activities. Agenda for today's class, we'll understand what is database, what is warehouse, what is ETL, and what is data engineering in general. To be more specific, Microsoft Fabric and why Microsoft Fabric. Finally, our course curriculum. Well, what is first one? Database. A platform to store any type of data, any amount of data. Very, very easy to implement. Very easy to implement. At the same time, the database has good amount of security advantages. Working with database, we can also implement AI, artificial intelligence, for handling the data, day-to-day storage activities, reporting activities, security activities. We can easily implement these AI concepts. Of course, part of my classes. So anywhere, everywhere you go, right from banking environment to retail, e-commerce, insurance, healthcare, anywhere, everywhere, it's all about databases, right? It's all about databases and data. So here we go. What we are going to learn? Yes, in our classes, we are going to make use of these databases as a source. So the prerequisite for my Fabric classes, you are already aware of the database concepts, nothing but SQL. And what we learn? Warehouse. It's like a godown. Warehouse is like a godown we are going to build, design from day one of our course practically to store huge volumes of historical inactive data. A warehouse can store historical data, incremental data, aggregated data. By heart this definition. Each of these have their own techniques. Example. You take the number 3, medallion architecture is implemented for the concept of aggregated data. Same way, we have something called DLT, delta line tables, for the purpose of incremental data. Same way, we have something called SCD, right? SCD, historical data, we call it as slowly changing dimensions, that is SCD. In our classes, we need to implement these items carefully. So by heart these items step by step. I'll mail you all this content in a Word document format. You'll take a print copy of it. Okay, we learned what is database. We learned what is warehouse. Now how to link this database and warehouse? ETL, extract, transform, load. Using ETL techniques, we read data from various sources. transform data, finally load it to required destinations. Finally load it to required destinations. Remember, what is that? Observe carefully. We have something called as number 1, database. Number 2, warehouse. Linking database and warehouse, you have something called ETL, extract, transform, load. Remember this. Okay, next. Now, who is going to do all these things? We, you and me, we data engineers. Data engineers are responsible for the purpose of using ETL techniques and design data warehouses. The end-to-end implementation plan on my screen, in case you are planning to be in data stack for next 5-10 years, this is always the complete roadmap. Concentrate on ETL, warehouse, analytics. The right side, left side is all about development. We are on the right side. The right side is the ETL, data warehouse, and then comes analytic activities. Left side is all about development concepts. Okay, with this content, I repeat again, what we do as a data engineer. As a data engineer, will be involved in ETL, warehouse activities. In few cases, experienced engineers may need to perform analytics also. Different technologies into market for ETL and warehousing. I repeat, various technologies to perform the ETL and warehousing activities. On my screen now. See here, the ETL and warehousing. The ETL activities and warehousing activities can be performed by Azure, can be performed by AWS, Snowflake, and Fabric. Today we are into Fabric. Why Fabric? Why not Azure? Why not Snowflake? Why not AWS? Let's understand that first. Here it is. If you go for Fabric, main advantage, you need not pay. You need not pay for individual components. You know, if you take AWS or Snowflake or Azure, purpose is same, ETL and warehouse. But there we need to pay per component separately. Here, uniformed billing. Easy billing activities. Number 2, in Azure, there is something called Synapse and Data Lake. We need to do some activities manually. In Fabric, it's all automated activities. In Azure, we have Data Factory, Fabric also Data Factory. There we have Data Lake, here it is Lakehouse. PySpark is common everywhere. There we have something called Databricks. Here we have something called PySpark with AI Copilot. Medallion architecture is again common everywhere. Fabric has more components mainly for the purpose of easy engineering, easy, faster data analytics. So Fabric is an all-in-one analytic solution from data movement to data science, analytics, everything we can do using Fabric. Main purpose of Fabric, remember, ETL and warehousing activities. But additionally, using Fabric, we can also implement data science. It's not possible in Azure to implement data science. Next, what components we learn here? Microsoft Fabric has data factory, data engineering, data warehouse, data science, analytics, and Power BI. In our Fabric engineering classes, we learn everything except data science and Power BI. Power BI integrations I'll be showing you here, but core Power BI we have separate course. A 2 months course for Power BI. Microsoft Fabric has nice advantages, extensive range of cloud component support, analytic components, and very easy to learn and master the things with unified licensing, fast, smart with AI integrations and secure data connections. These are all the main advantages of Fabric as compared to Azure and other environments. Now comes the prerequisites. The Fabric is a new cloud environment, came into market about 2 years back, 1.5 to 2 years back. Mainly big data projects, healthcare and finance sector started to use Fabric. Now in our Fabric engineering course, what we learn? Yes, in our Fabric engineering course, I will be teaching you all ETL and warehouse concepts with DP700 Fabric Data Engineer, DP700 Associate Exam Preparation. I will be taking care of it. So in Fabric classes, I'll be teaching you step-by-step activities, scenario based on Fabric Data Factory, Fabric Data Flow, PySpark notebooks, AI and KQL, Kusto query language. Core Fabric plan for 2 months, including the project works for your resume on e-commerce domain, 2 months course. If you wanted to add SQL as a revision or reskill, upskill, then I have a 500 queries, 24 chapter, full length SQL activities with tuning concepts, extra 1 month required. So choice is yours, directly Fabric if you're aware of SQL. If you are new to SQL or wanted to revisit SQL, then SQL plus Fabric 3 months plan. Choice is yours. Detailed notes for every chapter, part of my classes with print copies in advance. It's live online, but still I need to provide you the notes in advance. You'll take a print copy of it for best results. To stay tuned in the example. Assignments every day. So this is a daily course. For my detailed classes, weekend won't work. So weekend, in case you are planning for weekend, we have a separate trainer and separate course curriculum all together planned for weekend activities. Whatever course curriculum you see in my website or in the class students for my regular classes or self-paced videos. Videos would be available for everyday activities, everyday class anyway. So you can enroll for regular classes, access the videos during your free time, and do reach me for doubts, clarifications. Resume, we can make it hybrid, meaning you can visit in person to our office in Hyderabad and I'll be assisting you for the resume in case if you are near to this area, Hyderabad or nearby areas. If not, we can even meet online 1-to-1 for resumes and mock interviews. We are into live online. Classroom training, I do have classroom. It goes in parallel. The classroom and online goes in parallel. Classroom will be having about 3 to 5 attendees, online another about 5 to 7 attendees. because we'll be frequently starting the batches. We'll be having smaller number of people. You may opt for self-paced videos, but my preference is always live. Live is always my right. We can have more clarifications, doubts, everything. With this short introduction, I request you to join the course whenever you have free time to practice. If you are occupied right now, better you start the course whenever you have free time, please. Practice is very, very important. Lot of things to do the practice. So join whenever you have time to practice. You may also take a break in between the modules. Complete fabric engineering into 3 modules. On average, 2 weeks each. So 1.5 months, and then project for another 2 weeks. So total plan for 2 months. You can take a break after first module, attend the remaining in next batch. It's up to you. I am flexible. I will be the only trainer for fabric regular classes. Weekend we have separate dedicated trainer. Stick to one and we'll do it to the brim carefully, 100%. Any more questions? Do let me know on WhatsApp or call. Glad to assist you. We'll start from Wednesday. Day after tomorrow, we are going to start the classes from scratch, from chapter 1, fabric. We'll stop for now. Any questions, let me know. We'll take it from there. Anyone wanted to revisit SQL? We have a new batch starting every week. Next new batch tomorrow for MS SQL. MS SQL 10 to 11 a.m. India time. We have 4 schedules for MS SQL, 2 schedules for fabric. We can provide the list of all available schedules once you ping us on WhatsApp. Any more questions? I'll wait.